Thank you so much, dear brothers and sisters. I don't want to leave from here, I feel. I like to stay here forever. That kind of feeling. Because I personally came already over 15 times for Las Vegas, more than our district, Minnesota, or Midwest region, Chicago. I really love here because so much spirit, true parents and true mother. I feel through Chon Shimon, I can grow, I can change. I have so much hope here. So that's why I bring this time my husband. Next time, I will bring our member. Come together or sending here. I pledge. One thing is I like to share. Thank you to Dr. Kim, Reverend Chong, and Dr. Campton, and all staff. It's wonderful staff. And whenever I see second generation working hard, move right away. But this time, same time, I see our group and over 70 years old member came a lot. More percentage, all 21 people, but half is over 70 years old. I felt tear came. Really true parents are happy. Even they are difficult to even move. They are responding to parents, this calling. So I felt America has so much hope and all the young can work together. Thank you so much.
Just to let you know, my wife determined to bring another member here. My wife does not speak lightly. If the words pass her lips, she does it. I've had to learn that from her. So you will see her again. I've never experienced a workshop like this before. Why? What's the difference? 4 presenters. We had, first of all, Dr. Kyun Kim presented about the Providence in Las Vegas. And I knew Father wanted to come here because he wanted to turn the Sin City into a shining city. And he did a lot of fishing here. Dr. Kim spoke for 2 hours explaining the Providence more deeply. So grateful. We had also Reverend Chung, who spoke on deep spiritual principles, the spirituality of Ansu and things like that. And the funny thing about it is that we were listening very deeply at each moment, but then there's something about him, he's a kind of a funny guy. And so you have this kind of tension between these deep spiritual principles on one side, and then the next minute you find yourself laughing at some joke that he makes. And I think most of you know he's a biker, right? He loves motorcycles. And I had to keep reminding myself also that this is a second gen. This is a second gen. So, another presenter, Dr. Compton. I've never heard the principle taught this way before. We've all heard it, right? We've heard the principle over and over again. But Dr. Compton has invested a lot in teaching the principle through telling stories, basically giving his own testimonies about how experiences in his own life testify to the ideas, to the truths in the principle. And so you find yourself listening. You find yourself listening to a story. You feel like you're just listening to story after story, and it is so engaging. And then also we heard Dr. Kambashi. Final presentations were by him. And I'll express in a brief testimony about what I mean by Dr. Kambashi's teaching us not only the truth of true parents' words, but the heart behind it. Mother has said before in her speeches that she's the only begotten daughter, but there can only be one only begotten, right? So Jesus is the only begotten Son. I said, thank you, Mother. I got it. I got it. But then in Mother's book, her memoir, she says, Father is the only begotten Son. And on a logical level, it doesn't make sense, and it confused me. Dr. Kambashi explained why she said that. She said that because she wanted to honor Father. She wanted to honor him, and not for people to think in any way that he is somehow less than Jesus. So he expressed over and over to us that there is a literal way to understand things, a logical way, and then there is a deeper artistic way to understand things. So that really sums up for me. This workshop was the foundation of it is on the experience of heart that we have every morning in the Junction 1 with our resonance prayer and our unison prayer, and then also the experience with Ansu. So there is a very deep and artistic message and foundation under everything we experienced. And that's all together, you wrap that all together, and imagine, that's quite an experience, isn't it? And I agree with my wife that you feel like you don't want to leave here, but you know you have to because you have responsibilities back home. So what can we do? We can take the experience back home, give it to our members there, and encourage them to come here. One final thing I want to mention. Dr. Kim gave us a really beautiful certificate at the end, and I have to apologize because I was so concerned about following the orders of doing this quickly so that it doesn't take a long time. When he presented the certificate to me, I just took it, and I was more concerned about taking the picture quickly and moving on. And then I didn't realize until later when I watched everyone behind me, Dr. Kim had been offering his hand of congratulations to shake my hand. And it's a good example of following the direction, following the logical thing you're supposed to do, but then missing the heart, missing that final precious handshake from Dr. Kim, and I apologize for that. It has bothered me ever since that moment. Thank you so much. God bless you.